Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I know I haven't had lives that often recently, but I have a lot going on. I'm trying to prep for convention and get you guys all the videos that you need, so it'll be worth it. I actually went to a play with my daughter on Tuesday night, so we had so much fun. It was her first play that she had seen and she really loved it. We went to see Mamma Mia and that was so much fun. So if I had to miss, it was worth it because I got to have some family time with my oldest. So pretty cool. So today we are going to use Storybook Friends and the dies, and we're also using Timeless Plaid because I absolutely think this gingham and plaids, I'm into those. You guys who have followed me for a while know this. But yeah, fantastic. And we are making this adorable little treat box. So get ready and get excited because look how cute that bunny is. So when you open the box, it just pulls up like this. And yeah, I'm using magnets. And then it opens like this. And inside it says, "Some bunny loves you." You can put Hershey Kisses. You can put a Ferrero Rocher, Lindt, Lindor's, you know, those work in here. You can see that it has angled in sides, and the back looks like the front. Has this piece. I'm going to show you how to make all of it. We're going to have a good time. So I'm going to put it in the corner and we're going to go ahead and get started on our box. Announcements are not happening because I don't know. I just will start them up again probably in March. If you need to know what's going on, please join my Facebook group. If you're on Facebook, it is Kelly's VIP group. And if you look under groups, you should be able to find it. I will link it in this video description so that if you've not joined, you can join. I always put all the promotions that Stampin' Up! Has going on in the VIP group, so you can look there. And because I'm going to be doing a lot of filming ahead of time because of convention, I just decided that the month of March doesn't need announcements and we'll start them in April. I think I said that we'll start them in March, but I meant April. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, and I'm going to show you how to make this cute little box. So we're going to start with a piece of 6 by 6, and I'm using this Timeless Plaid pattern. I really love this check. I think it's super cute, and look how cute he is. Oh, I love him. All right, he reminds me of my little Jasper, which is why, of course. So there's a few little steps and tricks and treats and all that good stuff. So I am going to share those with you as we go along, okay? So you're going to start with a 6 by 6. And of course, what's the first thing I do with every single project, right? You know it. Score. All right, so we're going to score at 2 and 4 inches. And then we're going to rotate 1 turn clockwise and score at 2 and 4 inches again. Okay, and for those of you who have noticed this black mark, I mark it down the 6-inch, and it's just a Sharpie. I just ran it down the center so that it, so I have something to look at. That's really the best way to explain it. So you can kind of see the lines better on this side than you can on this side. This one masks them, so we're going to look on this side. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and burnish, just temporarily, not really hard, just with our fingers, and we will burnish everything at the end. But we just need to be able to see these marks because we're going to do some diagonal scoring. So I'm going to lay the point at the 6-inch mark. And hopefully you can see this one, but let me move this up a little bit. And then you should be able to see it better. Okay, so I have each point on that 6-inch line right down the center of it, okay? And I'm gonna go from this score line where these two meet, and I'm just gonna push up that 6-inch mark, and then I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna come from here and push, and then I'm gonna do it on the other corners as well. So one corner, then the other corner. Just make sure that you're lined up on that 6-inch mark, and if you are, you shouldn't have any problem pushing from that center to the point and from this center to the point. All right, so now we have marks right here, 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 and here. So all the corners have little marks. And what I want to do is I want to do a 3-inch, just a small tick mark, and then I'm going to rotate to the opposite side and put another 3-inch tick mark. So I have one here and one here. And the reason for that is we are going to do some hand scoring, and you know how we do that sometimes with our stylus. I mean, our stylus and our ruler. So now I'm going to put my ruler at that corner and at this 3-inch bump, and I'm just going to put a little mark there, and I'm going to do it again here where these intersect and where that point is. All right, so there's that one, and the opposite side. So here's this first one. Now we're going to do it on the opposite side. So tick mark to corner. Got to find my corners and my tick mark. There we go, and there. Okay, and there's that one. One more, and then we're going to do a little cutting. All right, so there's that one, and right there. Oops, I don't want to get it underneath. There we go. All right, so there's the last one, okay? So now I have a triangle here, okay? You want it to go from that point, so if it doesn't, we can fix it because we didn't really burnish yet, but we want from point to point, and let's do this side and make sure we got from point to point. There's that one, and looks like I had a hard time seeing the second the second one on both, but we can score it a lot easier, okay? So now where these two little bumps are, we're going to diagonally cut from this piece to this piece. You can use your scissor if you want to, or you can use your trimmer. I'm going to use my mini guillotine because, you know, I love that. And I can see really well along that cut line. So I'm just going to, remember, here's the triangle. We're not cutting that. We're doing each of the corners. So we're going to go from that score line and that score line. You'll see as I go along. So that chops that one off. We're just chopping all the corners off, okay? So we're going to go from that score line to that score line in the corners of each of those squares. We don't need those because they're bulk. All right, let's get to this corner, and then we have one more corner to do. And if you can't see it, just go ahead and make sure that you can push that score line so that you cut it properly. And feel free to use your scissors. You don't have to use your trimmer, okay? So now we have a piece that looks like this. Okay, I'm actually going to tuck those corners because I may use them for another project. Who knows? I may not. I might end up throwing away later, but right now. So now we have the triangle here and the triangle here. These don't have triangles. And then these were cut, but they have that corner. Remember we did that corner score? So now what we're going to do is we're going to burnish on all these marks, okay? So I'm going to show you how this works. So the way that this is, see, these triangles are on the sides. They're what comes in, okay? And then this corner that where that little mark is also comes in. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that your points are held in that corner. Okay, that you have that, and then you just smush that straight and smush that straight. We're going to do each of them that way. Make sure that our corners are symmetrical. just like that. And then we're gonna press on the inside, okay? And let's do each corner. There, remember, they're going to the inside. These are touching right here. Kind of like those little games we used to play when we were little that used to like go in and out. So we want these to line up like this. Good. And make sure that this one is nice. Okay, so now we have our triangles, which are right here on this side and this side. This is like this, and we're gonna push these in, and we're gonna bring this up and this up. And this is gonna form our little purse, okay? So this is our little purse, forms like this. And the sides are dipped in, and we need something to hold this closed. So let's work on that, okay? So all of these go to the inside, and I just move my little rabbit out of the way and get that magnet to stick, and then he goes right back to the top, okay? So let's put him over there. Let's work on the circle for the outside, okay? So that circle is a 2-inch circle, and we need to bring our scoreboard back out because we have to mark these little seams right here for the top. So we're going to put it in the corner of our scoreboard, which is why it's better if you do it on a scoreboard than a trimmer, because it's hard to get it right in the center. And we're going to score it at 7/8 of an inch, which is 1 tick less than the 1 inch. And then 1 1/8, which is 1 tick more than the 1 inch. And what that does is it forms a perfect little gully right there in the center of your circle, okay? We're also going to take a 1/4 inch piece by 3 inches, and we're going to lay it up against here. You can see it's 3 inches. We're going to score at 2 3/4. I'm going to reverse it because it's hard to score at 1/4 of an inch, but if I turn it at 2 3/4 from each end, so that's our little handle, okay? And that's it for scoring. So we're going to burnish our circle. We're going to burnish our little purse strap here, or treat holder strap, whatever you want to call it. This is a project that I did with my team, but I did not do it Easter themed. Okay, so now that I have these two sticking up, I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to curl from this end to this end. Oops, I didn't mean to stop it right there. I wanted to go all the way to the end. All right, so again, from this end to this end. All right, so there is our little handle for our purse. And then let's burnish our circle. Remember, same way like we do a card, push to the raised mark. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put adhesive on this back half of the circle, not in the middle, just on this little portion here. So we're gonna go ahead and add adhesive just to this part of the circle. Okay, and we're going to push our little box together, or our little purse, pouch, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I want to make sure that this stays good. All right, and I'm gonna open it slightly, and I'm gonna, hopefully you can see that, I'm gonna bring this in and up against that score line. Okay, so I'm gonna bring that circle right up there, and there it is, right along that score mark right there. Okay, can you see that? All right, and so now you're gonna push it on this side and just make sure that it adheres well. And if you had any kind of glue that oozed out, now's the time before you put your little purse all the way together to get rid of any kind of glue mark. So I always go around and just make sure, and I'm good. All right, so now we're gonna work on the handle. So we're gonna put a little bit of adhesive on these two tiny ends here, and that's what's gonna form the handle. Okay, so we're gonna put it on that middle seam. So this one's gonna go flush to the end of that one. Hold that in place for a second, get it to stick. And then we're going to attach this one on this side, flush to the end and get that one to stick. And you can see those little score lines that we put in there help to bow our little handle quite nicely. Isn't it cute? So see how that is? Okay. So now we're going to work on the inside. So on the inside, I have used a 1 3/4 inch circle, and this is in Old Olive. I thought it matched the inside quite nicely. And then this one's Calypso Coral, and I have stamped it with this sentiment right here. Somebody loves you. And we're going to glue those pieces together. So let me get my silicone mat out. And we're going to go ahead and adhere the smaller circle. Now, these are all Stampin' Up! Punches, but they've been retired. All of them are not available anymore, but you can purchase them. I have links in the description of the video, so if you're missing any of them, you can add them from there. Just click the link. It'll take you to Amazon, and you can get the ones that you might be missing, because Stampin' Up! Right now only has the 1 3/4 inch, the 2 inch, and the 2 3/8. They don't have the 1 1/2. So that one you'll need to get. The 2 inch is available, so that one you can get from my store. But the 1 1/2 inch, and the 1 3/4 is also in my store. But the 1 1/2 has been retired. But if you have an old one, you can use that. Or if you don't have one at all, you can purchase that. That's why I always have the links of all the basic shapes. They retire them periodically. Sometimes they bring them back, but I always keep mine. I love them. So we're going to just make sure that that's in there and it's straight and it's pushed down nicely. Okay, so there is your inside. So when they take their little candy out of their, that's going to show somebody loves you. Okay. Which is why, of course, we had to put a bunny on there. So let's go ahead and color our bunny. And well, I guess while we're waiting for our bunny, let's go ahead and do our magnets. So I purchased these magnets, and I do have them linked as well in the description. So let me grab two. Oops. Grab two of them. They stick. They're very, very strong magnets. They're pretty tiny. See how little they are? Oh my goodness. Come on. They're just like, literally, they attach so fast. And then I'm not going to be able to get this out of here. Come on. All right, they attach to one another quite quickly. So, I actually bought quite a few when I bought mine, but I use them on lots of projects. And what we're going to need here is we're going to take a mini glue dot, and we're going to separate these strong magnets, if we can. Oh my gosh, they love to stick to each other. Goodness gracious. That one doesn't want to come apart. I might have to use my take your pick tool to grab it. If not, I guess I'm getting another one. Maybe these are stuck to each other. Oh no, there they are. I think I got them. I think, hang on. Leave it to me to have this happen on my live because, all right, let me just get two other ones. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's grab one there and one more. Come on. There we go. Goodness gracious. All right. So we're going to put a mini glue dot on, put the magnet right over the top. They're the same size as the mini glue dot. So you'll just press it pretty hard, push it down against it so it really grabs it. And, whoops, we're going to want that magnet to first go inside. So let's see where we want it. Okay, where's this handle? I mean, not handle. Where's this front of our little purse going to fall? And it's going to fall like right there, right above that little checkerboard. So I'm just going to put my finger. Actually, I have to redo it because I lost where it was. All right, let's do that again. Right here. So the third one down from the middle. Okay. So I'm going to put my finger here. Okay. And I'm going to, that way I'll know where to put the magnet. So I'm gonna lift it up off of the glue dot here and put it onto my piece. Hopefully, you know, in the center-ish as best I can, okay? So we're just gonna give that a good press. And then we're gonna go ahead and close this. And then we're going to let this magnet find its friend. Okay, see how quickly it found its friend? So now we know which side it needs to get the glue dot. So I'm gonna pull back again to expose one more glue dot. And I'm gonna pull the magnet off and I'm gonna stick it so that the glue is on the front of that magnet. This is the part that sticks to this part. And I'm just gonna give it a good press and then we'll lift that up. And then we're gonna stick it again, let it go to its friend, okay? So now we're gonna put our little piece together. We're gonna make sure that this 1/4 inch sits very nicely here in the center. And we're gonna bring down the purse front like that. And it will grab that, glue dot will grab that piece of cardstock. And now you can give it a good press. Just like that, okay? And then that should hold that in place, no problem. So just go ahead and, I love the sound of the magnet attaching. So there it is on our purse, okay? So there's our purse. Let's put our glue dots away. And we're going to, so this is the little bunny with the cabbage is the one that I stamped. And I stamped him in Memento Tuxedo Black on basic white cardstock. And we're gonna go ahead and color him in. So these are the blends that we're using today, okay? We're gonna use light and dark Old Olive. So I'm just gonna put some dark pieces here on this cabbage. And then make sure you don't get his little hand. And then if you feel like you still need a little bit more accent in the dark, you can add that over the top. Oops, I didn't mean to grab the pointy end. Let me add a couple more. There we go. All right, so there's our cabbage is done with light and dark Old Olive. There we are, light and dark Old Olive, okay? Now we're gonna do his inner ear here with ivory. This is part of the ivory bronze pack. We're gonna fill in his inner ear. So I'm just gonna give it a nice little pass. That's ivory from the ivory bronze pack. Then we're gonna use the dark Calypso coral. And we're gonna do his suspenders and his waistband. So here's his suspenders. And get a little piece there and right there. And we'll do his little waistband. And then we're going to fill in his nose, just a dot right here on his nose, okay? And then we're going to follow his pant line here and do some shading on his pants. And then we're going to fill in that shading with the light Calypso coral. So you're just going to blend it in with the lighter color. Just give it a little blend. And that will show some really nice contrast. And then we're going to use the dark Pebbled Path. And we're going to fill in some marks here on our bunny. We're going to give him some little hairs, give him a little dark on his arm here, his chest, right here on his belly. We're going to do a line right where his pants fall. All right, and then that's good for right now. Maybe up here by his hair, a little hair up top. All right, and then we're going to use light Pebbled Path. And we're might come back with some dark if we need it. All right, and we're gonna fill in his ear here, his side of his ear, He has a little bit there. And then this ear is the back side. So we're going to go ahead and fill that one in with light pebbled path. All right, and then we're going to do his little face. His cute little face. And we're going to leave darken around this outer portion here of his face, but we're going to leave his eye a little bit lighter. So don't do there. Kind of do a circle around the eye and leave that a little bit lighter. And then again, we're going to blend in that darker pebbled path color. Do his arm, do his little chest here, and his belly. We'll do his little feet. He's so cute. And if you go out of the lines at all, you can always use your color lifter to get any of that. But he's good. So now we're going to put him on the purse and see where he lands, okay? So he's going to be right here. Right up to his lettuce, or half of his lettuce, is where we want to put dimensionals. So I'm going to use minis because that way I know I can get him nice and sticky. And I can fill in all the spots so that he has plenty of adhesive on him so he will stay stuck to our purse even with all the opening and closing, okay? So you see I'm putting quite a bit of dimensionals. Don't mind me, you use as many as you want. And I will do the same. All right, so there's that one. Some of them come off before I can even pull them. All right, and then we'll put one right here where the cabbage is. All right. All right, so let's pull them off. And I will show you the ones I did with my team. I did them during celebration. We had some really pretty papers, and I wanted to show them this cute little idea for this purse. And I thought it would be really cute with the celebration papers. So we did them, I think, for Valentine's or something like that. But anyway, I will show you those as well. But here is this one. How cute is that little bunny? Oh my gosh, he's so precious. So there's our little purse. And to open, you're just going to slide around him and you'll put your candy inside. And then to close it, you will just slide him forward and your magnet will grab, and then you can just push him back over the top. But how adorable is this cute little treat box? You can pump a lot of these out because you can make them in all the different plaid colors. Choose your bunny's clothing based on the color that you chose for your paper, and choose your circle colors based on your insides. So isn't this just such a fun project? Okay, let me grab the others. All right, let's see, where are we? We have this one with the papers that were the toadstools. And this one says, just love spending time with you. So this was the toadstool paper. And then this one was the one that we had with the Bloom Impressions paper. And I also used just love spending time with you. I used the purple. Isn't this just the cutest? So you can see you can make them in lots of colors, but I love today's colors and how cute this turned out. I hope that you liked it too. I know the live went kind of quick, but generally the announcements take so much time, and I'm happy to stay and chat with you guys in the chat as long as you'd like. So, but thanks for hanging out with me. I really had a lot of fun, and I hope that you enjoyed learning how to make this cute little project. And I will see you next time. So grateful to have you part of my group, and for the crew members, thanks for being part of the crew. just know that I really care a lot about you guys, and I am very grateful for all of your support. So thanks for being part. And I will see you next time, guys. This is Kelly. I'm going to try and... I can't. I'm going to have to hold it. With Inky Hands, Warm Hearts, happy stamping!